Hi, chat.
My throat. How you doing?
Let me get some water.
Because the second I said something, I immediately realized, oh god, I need water.
Boop.
Oh, wait a minute. For my model to load.
I was trying to walk up to you guys as the chicken to say 50 bounty added in Riften, but then Morgan walked up.
I got crashed. It literally crashed me unpairing my trackers. Oh.
I was
Invisibly run. Oh, I should have turned the music off actually. Because I want my own music today.
just turned into a pretzel.
There you go. Slow run. I really need a fucking teleport in the library, god damn it. Fuck. I know the camera is still the background. I haven't fixed it yet. I noticed it because it's right there and I can see it. But you can't see that I can see it super easily. Snail time. It's a snail kind of day, boys. It's a snail kind of day. I'm feeling snaily. Feeling a bit snaily. Alright. Turn into Crescent's model again. Ah, ow, I keep catching my earring every time I try to brush my hair back. Ow! Mayhaps. We shall see. Ooh, this is a good one. I ought to save this one. I'll put it in my ambient playlist. Poggers. I need to make a Crescent playlist for here. I don't honestly just make more playlists. Pew. So I can have like trusted songs. Oh, right. I have to get into the voice. Fuck. I always forget about it. Because Flora's voice comes very naturally to me. Crescent's is not as natural. It takes a bit more time and, lo-fi beats to divine and study to. Yes. That would be really cute, actually. That would be very cute. Flora, did you put your name in the chalice of water? I can't yell as Crescent, because I can't yell in general. I would get too loud. No, you motherfucker. Supercalifragilistic... I can't say it. I can't fucking say it, not, especially not in an accent. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If I break it up, I can say it. If I break it up, I can... Ballistic rounds. Is it bad that I think of that every time I see that word? I see the istic, and then I think of ballistic. Break it down now, y'all. Being Flora is kind of a vocal warm-up, in a way. Rapper Crescent, yes. I could do a rapper Crescent. That would be fun. Except I couldn't, because I can't rap. Crescent this early in the morning. My God. Can you imagine? Later today. Are there things you assume are happening? She just needs to say yo a lot. Imagine Crescent coming up to you and being like, yo, my homie, how are you doing? Crescent in the morning.
Do you know which one did it look like?
The big burly captain man.
Noted.
Afternoon.
Okay.
Or morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll talk to them. Thank you.
No! No, don't reference that one. Don't reference that. I know what you're referencing. No, not the Christian rap. Ah. No. No. Ah. Ah. I've cursed you all.
Corrector. You're
That's never too much.
You're probably remembering.
Seems to be the sort who's married to his work.
Of course. I killed somebody.
Did I miss anything while I was getting data from the ship?
Standing in a very comfortable spot.
Not at the moment, so far.
Okay. Lots of laughter.
No!
That's always fun.
Not Angel with a shotgun.
Yeah.
You know that's an earworm.
Hello, Miss Crescent. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Though it's a bit odd to be awake at this time.
It's actually nice to see you because I actually had a question of about a book, if there is any in the library.
Certainly. That is supposedly my job.
I remember you helped find Lila a book, so I was wondering if you might be able to help me, in perchance.
Well, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a book to help learn about, I guess, self-enchantment, or I guess enhancement magic, if there's any such books.
I could certainly look into something paladin related. That is your skill set, yes?
That is my skill set. Originally, Carver told me about a crewmate of his that used to use enhancement magic to bolster their strength temporarily to be able to lift things or have more strength to endure, and I was looking into such magics, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to find that old comrade anymore, so I thought I would see if the library had anything on such knowledge.
Well, it's certainly possible. I'll have a look around. If I can't
Thank you
find
very much.
anything, there's always opportunity to order in. Librarians all know
That
each
would
other.
be... Oh, that's good to know.
It's mostly a joke, but I do know many of them.
I have very little trauma.
Oh, okay.
We have to share books many times. And technically, most librarians know enough librarians that they have to get in contact with, that if a librarian contacts another librarian, then they can contact another one that has actually what they need. Like a spider web of contacts.
Oh, wow. A librarian network.
Indeed.
Yeah? About what? What were his questions?
That's actually very fascinating on thinking how much you all know.
Well, I'm sorry.
And then there's a lot of... That actually hurts my brain thinking about that.
Our job is information, my boy.
One question, to be honest.
What else would you expect?
That does sound like a him question.
After listening to that, nothing less.
Like,
Exactly.
no, we don't have to worry about... Oh, that's not
Now get back to your training.
Thank you.
Okay, so...
Thank you very much.
Worried that he's going to actually blow up the moon. We're just worried that he keeps doing it every night.
What are you talking about?
What's wrong with my boy? Did it feel weird?
Okay.
Alright, I won't say it again.
He actually does
I won't say it again. I'm sorry.
Hello. I'm
not
not
sure
sure
if
if I've met you yet.
I don't believe so.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Lucas Valentine.
Well, my name is, I suppose, Miss Crescent. I'm the librarian here.
Oh, understood. I really like the library. It's good to meet you.
It is nice to meet you as well. Do let me know if you need anything book related.
Hopefully. Okay, I'll let you know. Well, I don't want to hold you up.
Not my thing. Wait, I heard someone actually talking about that.
Our school has.
Wasn't it actually doing that?
You want weapons? We're in the library. Books are the best weapon in the world. My boy.
I doubt it. No.
To be honest, no, Yuri's got a point.
I can't
Might
help
be an
it.
ashy thing.
I'm going to the bell. You know what? It's time. I heard the bell. The bell was wrong.
Juice is flowing.
You're
You
right.
know?
Oh,
Get the hole.
okay.
You may hear the Fey Professor refer to him as
Good
something.
morning, you
Just
two.
disregard that.
I don't know that. Oh, good morning, Liang. How are you doing today?
Doing good, man.
I'm glad to hear.
Exercises.
I would expect nothing less. Yugi, my boy. I have not been out of character told, so no, she wouldn't. I'm not gonna assume that she knows anything unless she is literally... I am told out of character that I know this thing. Even if they know.
Captain, good to see you.
She can't just tell.
Good morning. Good to see you as well.
Morning.
She might have an inkling. Like, divination might give her the idea that one is here, or one will arrive. But that doesn't mean that she'll know who it is. Because I don't want to give myself that power. I should have wore shorts. Not shorts. I should have worn bike shorts. Fuck. I wore my like short pajama shorts, and it's too warm. It's like my legs are chafy.
Whatever year it is.
I would never say
something. Professor of another message.
1922.
1922.
That one's for.
That's good.
Oh, you should
To
be
show
surprised how many
unity,
times we
Joseph.
went.
Someone's got. I'm not part of your squad. Someone's got to do the patrols. I got jumped this morning because I didn't.
If I could turn around all the time.
Hello, Devril. Hello, Cortez.
Stavro, madam. All one word. There we go.
Left, right, doesn't matter.
I'm trying to get right.
I don't think it matters in this case, but
Ryder's doing it all the time as well. I can't lie. It's one of those kind of things.
Davril. Remember the name Davril.
She doesn't have teeth. There we go.
gotta keep you on your
What does
toes,
that mean?
Professor.
Just so she can lie. Ellie, specifically for that.
I don't want to.
Yeeks, I don't want to accidental meta. I mean, the Shiana Brunswick was that. I don't know what that comment means.
Are we segregating now?
Badass but creepy at the same time.
Ascension and geomagical on opposite
Good
sides.
morning.
I see.
Good morning.
To be honest, I thought it looked quite fetching.
Like this.
Oh, I don't have it. It does have something to it. Ah, there we go.
Be seated, cadets.
4 to each.
Right, today we have a bit of a treat, but first,
Ah, there we go. Now I
as I
understand.
said earlier in the week, today will be your day to sign up for 1-on-1 duels. I want to
Poggers.
clarify,
Thank
this
you.
will not be the only competition that will be happening at this academy during the tournaments. There are many other group battles and such, as the Major spoke of. So just clarifying that, if you can't get into this, it's just not the end of the world. Right, in the meantime, outside of sanctioned tournament fights,
I'm not
there will
fighting,
be no sparring
Corona.
between
Being
to
present. I'm
magical
not.
arts
I'm not
students and the
beating
Ascension
anyone's
Academy
ass.
students.
The fuck?
It is to provide a bit of fairness to it. You can spar amongst yourselves as you wish, but that is the ruling for the competition. Right. Also, there will, after our treat, there will be a cross-medical meeting, but I'll announce that as we go. I believe Professor Berrien had something equally he wanted to speak of. Do you want to do that today?
If it falls within the schedule.
Of course.
Wonderful. Very well. Good morning, Les Salon. After today's activities and scheduled events, we will be holding a squad leader meeting. For this, and to welcome our own company as well, today I will only be requesting for the direct squad leaders or representatives from a squad if the leader is not available. Now then, for this particular time, I would like to request volunteers from GMA. Would any of you wish to represent your fellow peers in a exchange of communication and ideas? Please raise your hand or stand.
You got Neva, Merlin, Sachi. Oh, several people.
Very well then. Very well then.
Guard character.
Cadet
who's that
Lux,
blonde back there?
Coretta,
Ross.
and Val. Yes? Those will be our selections for this evening. Thank you all, and I look forward to speaking with you.
I think Coretta is.
For that, however, as you'll be part of these duels,
Who's the
we
other one?
thought
Who's
it
Val?
pertinent that we had a bit of an example for you all to follow.
Yeah, Coretta's
An
Neva.
example
Which
of
one's Val?
sportsmanship and
Sachi's?
skill.
Garg?
To
not sure which one.
Showcase this,
I'm
we
still getting
have
used to the new names.
A practice duel for you to witness today in the arena. I do apologize. Their name has slipped my mind, Professor. I do apologize. Professor Cassius.
Sachi.
Professor
Yeah,
Carver.
I thought so.
will
It
be
sounded like
sparring
the name of
today,
Sachi's character.
and you will all bear witness to it.
Curry is relaxing.
To
Pog.
that extent,
Good on you, Ryder.
everyone, please, if you would, go to the arena, line up, and we will have our showcase. Dismissed. 5 minutes.
Jonas, a moment of your time. Of course.
Present.
Good to see you today.
How can I help? Good to see you as well.
I'm willing to put 25 on blue team.
You betting?
Very well.
No,
we
of
do
course
it
not.
quite
Against
often.
code of conduct.
Two kinds of people, I suppose.
I see.
Brett,
Now
would you
you
like to
won't
get in on
trouble from
this?
me.
On what exactly?
Leave it.
Friendly wages.
Friendly.
I see. On?
The victor of the demonstration.
Theoretically. So.
I see.
Sure. Why not? He's 25 gold for, what was it? Cassius?
What's Cassius? For the sake of being interested.
All right. Well, then I suppose I must put 25 on Carver.
Well, and in the event of stalemate, or the match is called early, we'll simply cut even.
Oh God.
Indeed. The two of you.
Any interest?
Hello.
Well, I do have to show loyalty to the Academy, so I will match that bet in favor of Professor Carver.
I'll
Is
go
this for who
blue
we
then
want
for
to win or who we
interesting.
think will win?
Whichever you're willing to put money toward.
It would be funny if I saw Carver's ass
Haven't
get
shopping
beat.
in a while. I have some disposable income.
He's deserved it a few times.
I would like for someone strong to put someone else in their place So I will just keep everything verbally to myself. That should say enough. I
Very
would
well.
love to
2 to
see
2.
him have the opportunity to learn.
You're the best man.
You made it back! You're fine. You got this. You made it through the wilderness.
Let us be going lest we miss it.
That would be awful.
I'm always down for people being beaten in a way that is productive. In a professional working environment.
Ah, yes.
For
Hands-on
educational purposes. Yes.
I believe that's called wall-to-wall counseling.
I just enjoy karma.
To the windows, to the wall. We're going to Coliseum. We're going to see 'em. Throwing fist in boots at see 'em.
Just right.
Are these normal rhymes you come up with?
Certainly trying.
That wasn't it.
They are
Was I heard, by the way, Barian?
rapped and sung.
I
that's
will.
well done. My apologies.
I will also put. What did you say? 25 on blue.
25. And to whom is your selection?
Blue, Cassius.
It's a once in a lifetime.
I would find it very funny if someone would actually beat Carver. He deserves it.
Yes,
I trust we don't.
I do understand.
I trust we don't need anyone to mediate. I'm
why
sure
you
we
write
can
these
each
things
make the
down.
exchanges on our own.
I'm sure we're all trustworthy. One would hope so.
Probably discuss with Professor Odysseus. He's quite the poet in his own
Instructor
right,
Carver
so I'm
is
sure
an
he
excellent
could
composer.
help
He
with
writes
such
it, I'm
things.
singing.
Sure,
I got an
Precisely.
okay voice, even though I've been losing my voice.
I am sure he'll do wonderfully.
I understand the
What he
struggle.
lacks in experience, he makes up for in raw strength.
He is a very, very strong combatant. I'm just still upset about him missing our conversation. I will hold that grudge against him.
Have you still been unable to speak with him?
Indeed.
Oh my.
I think he forgot about it at this point.
Hmm.
$10,000 on a draw. That would be so funny.
I'd love to participate, but I'm afraid it wouldn't be fair to you gentlemen.
Yeah, I hope I had fixed that.
She's not using her prediction on this. It would be funny though if she was right.
Just constant beeping. Stop.
Yes, clearly.
Casaurus
All
very
right,
clean.
we're going to be having them fight on the second far half of the field. You may all watch from the sidelines, and professors, I would ask if you make sure that any collateral damage is not done to our students. And
I'll
if you
ensure I'm
have
prepared.
As
any
you wish.
cadets, please keep your eyes open, as I'm sure the professors will not get out of hand, but there's always possibilities. Keep your eyes open. You might learn something. Professors, are you prepared?
Absolutely.
Ready.
Oshi?
Let's all take our seats then.
Come on, cadets. Don't have to be in
We'll
lines,
spread out
but
along the sidelines in
the,
case I need to use abjuration.
Of course.
Carver does the mountain
Indeed.
every morning.
but behind the white lines, outside of the cones, if you would. Keep in mind.
I'll
that
see
the
how the
next-
cadets space themselves and place myself accordingly.
Are you just salty that your dinner plans got canceled?
The fuck is that?
Oh no, I can't see the cones. I'll take care of that later.
I can't either.
Well, you gotta
Oh,
fucking
actually,
have to-
no, there's only two. It's at the half line.
Can we just sit down and mute them
Just
line
in the
up?
far
Oh.
corners.
No, we can just sit down. They didn't say we had to
If you
let
move
them.
forward, you might see them.
Oh.
Literally said we do not have to line up.
Thank
So we
you.
can
Oh,
just
why is
spread.
everyone lining up
In
then?
fact, I'm gonna go to the right.
Okay.
Using half the ticket.
Bye.
if it'll do anything. It's not the greatest.
No, they're not gonna
They're
practice.
still in line. Space out. Enjoy yourselves.
The big old clump. Well, not only that, it's just
file the
you can't
paperwork.
see if they're behind. The back of this head is beautiful. It's like I'm at a baseball game with the 400th row.
got the form
Yeah,
right here.
I'll ask them to divide.
I got the form right here.
I got
I'm
it,
kidding,
I got
but
it.
you know.
I got it.
His side. Got
Oh,
it,
I
stand
thought I was the one
through.
supposed to be in the back.
Do things from the backside.
Hun, it's not how it's gonna work. It's
No, it isn't.
not work like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not piggybacking.
Come on,
Alright, so just
be
want to see
built
that.
different.
Professor Pierce hit a few times, if I'm honest.
You're not the only one, I assure you. In the sake of professionalism, of course, to provide a good example, but to properly defend. Or not.
Mine's more of a personal grudge. I grew up around Carver, so this is a bit of amusement to me.
Understood.
It's the weight of our regret, Todd, and that's what it is. No, our regret. We're a team. I said our.
I know.
Might be a good idea to stay on one side. I don't know what's gonna go awry. In which direction, so to speak.
I am here to provide abjuration if needed.
Very good.
I don't know. We can stand right here. This might be perfect.
I pray they are capable of controlling themselves.
One would hope.
No mountains crumbling.
Well, somehow that mountain hasn't crumbled yet, and he's been beating it for... since I got here, so... I would assume he has control.
If it helps, I don't think he's actually beating the mountain. I think he's on the other side of the mountain beating up ruins. So that might be why it hasn't fallen over.
The phrase beating the mountain.
We do call him Mountain Banger, so.
That's what you call him. You know, that's actually quite worse than what I was saying.
Oh, well, they already begin.
Ooh.
Anime fight. Anime fight. Anime fight. Anime fight.
Turned 360 degrees and walked away. I know that's the joke. He said teleport behind him twice. So maybe that's in front of him.
Run around and get a better view.
Professor Cassius's reflexes are remarkable. Whenever Carver tries to step through, he does the same. It's fascinating.
They seem quite evenly matched, actually. Perhaps even similar fighters.
Rather remarkably so, actually.
Well, except for that part, of course.
That was new. That was a bit over the top. Unnecessary.
Ooh. You know, as someone who is completely non-combat related, this is even more curious.
I can only imagine.
I've read about it. But it's not exactly in my skill set.
Not always necessary to be combat-oriented here, so...
No, I'm for the other side of the school. the learning section.
Many of the cadets aren't interested in, unfortunately.
Would seem so.
Even.
Some of them are interested in education and study.
Can you point them out to me? Because I haven't noticed.
Well, Cadet Lila is quite interested. Cadet Hannah. Stark is quite interested in learning, more of a mercantile folk. Although equally interested in fighting. And I recently had
must do both.
Cadet Gavin come to me wanting to study to learn more about fighting, so it's a little bit of both in his end.
Thinking outside the box, finally.
All right. Oh, and the new one. I believe her name is Izanami. She has come to me quite a few times about new books.
Truly.
Quite a polite young girl, actually.
She does seem rather polite, if not more introverted than most others on this campus. Not had a chance to talk to her much.
Shocking, isn't it? Thank you for the biddies, both of you. Not yet, but I am working on a lesson for Nerali, and I'm also going to start to talk to Howl about working on the one with Arbor. You know, I've never had very good predictions when it comes to combat. I assume because of how chaotic it is.
Doesn't help that we haven't seen the GMA professors do much yet. This is the first time I've had the pleasure of witnessing.
Well, doesn't technically normally take seeing someone when it comes to divination. I more assume in the case of combat that it's too many branching paths. Somebody takes a misstep and it's suddenly an entirely different fight.
Luck plays a remarkable amount into any fight. You can step on a slick piece of grass and fall on your ass moments after the fight begins. There's no telling what could change every variable.
Indeed.
It's rather depressing, actually. I've seen the most trained fighter fall because they stepped on a pile of dung.
That would be a disappointing one.
I forgot that I should be rooting for Carver. I would like to keep my money. A conundrum.
Indeed. Should we cheering him on?
It feels wrong to do so.
Bit impolite.
Indeed, unsportsmanlike. Put on a bad example for the cadets that all seem to be rather well behaved, shockingly.
Indeed. All quite quiet. Do forgive me standing behind you, by the way.
Perfectly fine.
Just seems like there's about to be a large explosion, and can't exactly handle that.
That is why I'm here. Are they nearly done? Who is going to win? I can't tell.
I cannot tell either. It actually might
come to a draw. They're very evenly matched.
It would be massively disappointing.
It would be. Who would win in that case?
I'm not sure. Quick, somebody throw a bat at them or something.
Toss a banana peel in the field.
Pray they didn't hear that. Yes, precisely, a banana peel. Even just a book. Somebody has a book, I'm sure.
Oh, I would never have a book. Not on my person, of course not.
You would never. Of course not. You would never take anything out of the library.
No, no.
Why would you do
never.
such a thing ever? That would be irresponsible.
It is a rousing bout, though.
It is actually.
If only we could hear what they were saying. I feel like that would make it
Can
more
you
interesting.
snippets and it sounds nearly like they're taking a page out of Ryder's book and calling out attacks.
Oh, yelling.
Rather unnecessary, but...
Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
Ah. Stings the eyes.
It does, in the ears.
Maybe that's the point, actually. Very disorienting. Ooh.
Maybe.
It's Professor Von Tannen! He's got the money in the bank briefcase! I love you, Dave. You're great. Oh, he's got a shield. Surprised he didn't use that before, actually.
Apparently you can, right? Perhaps he simply didn't have the time.
Maybe. They were very sudden explosions. And it's a tie.
Damn. Damn.
Well, that's no fun.
Wildly disappointing.
Well done, combatant.
We never get anything here.
No.
Duel ends in a timeout. A tie. Please shake hands.
Professionalism, Jonas. Be professional.
Well done, gentlemen.
There will be more fights. Although it feels much less fun to wager on students.
I would never do such a thing. I would wager on whether or not they injure themselves, though.
That is much more likely.
It's much more entertaining to see the new creative ways they find to do so.
Indeed. We've seen plenty.
Afterwards, if you would. No, I meant the other line. The other line.
Yeah, I should have.
Back right line.
But I twisted it.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Just go ahead and line up. It's fine. We'll deal with it after.
Oh, look at them all move.
If only they could move in a succinct unison. Eventually.
That's asking for quite a lot from them. Did you see the GMA students when they arrived and all snapped into formation instantly?
I did not.
Terrifying. Oh, you missed quite
Right,
a
as
shot.
you can see, sometimes your duel
I don't normally wake up this early. I think I should, though.
will be rewarded in that
Perhaps.
case.
Entertaining.
Right. You were all told you were going to get a chance to sign up today, and you will. All right. Duvax large.
The goblet of fire. God damn it, Layla.
This device is special in its make. And it's been bewitched for this particular event. If you wish to sign up, you merely need to stand in its radius, and it will...
The chalice of water, of course.
Take your name, so to speak. Not actually take your name, but with a bit of your mana, it will take your signature. Please think long and hard on this, but if you have and you are resolved, please feel free to step forward. You may do so now.
Make a fucking line. This thing is gonna fucking freak the fuck out.
I'm gonna wait for a second.
Many hopefuls. Good. Good. Great, good competition. If you are still considering it, please note this will be here all day.
Oh, it'll be here all day.
Please do not try to tamper with it. Right. After you have put in your submission or decided
The
you
sun
are
is up.
waiting for the
I don't know if
being,
Flora will add her name.
Professor Barian, I believe.
There's a
you can
lot
gather your
of
squad,
AA
as well
students
as, I believe,
fighting.
medical will be meeting in the medical bay.
And Flora isn't
well
as good
as
on
the
one-on-one duels.
GMA healers, I believe.
She knows that.
You're welcome to join as well.
There will be other competitions besides just the duels.
Very well. Squad leaders or representatives of each squad, as well as those selected from GMA, please proceed to the war room, just beside the assembly hall. As well, Professor Wicks, if you're still available.
Yeah, Flora would have to add herself.
Other than that, we leave you to your decision and to your training. Please ask the assistance of your professors, of your fellow cadets. And good luck to all of you. You're dismissed.
Simple enough, I guess.
I'll make it a little less flashy. You're totally still here.
Cadet Lila is occupied, correct? Shit.
Did you have something to speak with her on?
Figured I might offer some tutelage on our unique circumstances.
I see.
I've been meaning to speak to her.
I'm sure she'd be interested.
Haven't had the time. Zachary as well, though. That could be more complex.
Actually speak to you about that, Captain, if you have a moment.
Of course. More than happy to.
We'll step to the side.
Of course.
Kind of want to AFK for a second so I can change pants. And I think I will. Let's go AFK. Cause it's just because like my thighs touch, so when it's warm they stick together, and it gets chafy. And that sounds utterly disturbing, but like that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, good idea. I'm actually working on that technically. I am working on losing weight. What did I just see? I thought I saw something. Boop, 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 boop.
Like a Lego man? Yeah. Okay, let me put on some different pants. We're just gonna take a sec, because that means I have to take off my tracking. I'll put on my bike shorts. Because bike shorts are pug. I also went ahead and turned on my fan. But I'll be generally less sweaty. I'm gonna take a shower tonight. It's gonna be great. But yeah. That's the pain of a chubby girl. When your thighs touch, they chafe and it's really uncomfortable. But like also, thick thighs save lives though. Yeah, I'm thick. With 3 C's. Three of them. Thick as fuck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get down to just 2 C's. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on trying to shave down my tummy. I actually don't mind my thighs and my like everywhere else. Just my tummy I mind. Ah, it's so much better with the bike shorts. 10 out of 10 can recommend for any chubby girl. If you want to have shorts, but also don't want your fucking thighs to chafe, just like get bike shorts. They're fucking pog.
I kept him on his toes. And the lightning was getting through, even though he's one of the few that can actually stand in it when it's going on. That was exciting.
Yeah, that was impressive when I was looking at that.
Most people, they can't do that. They just lock up, which is why it's effective.
Yeah, fortunately, it begins.
You saw
soon
how
to-
much there was.
It was quite a lot, yes.
Mhm.
Terrifyingly so, but in a good way.
Well, these suppress that. That's why it only came out when they were off.
I was going to ask suppressants then. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think of his
Yep.
fighting?
He was very straightforward. He had a bit more technique than I did, but then again, he also didn't have that offensive barrier that I do, so he can use it a bit more. Whereas me, I can be more reckless.
Pregnant? Oh no. I understand. I tend to I have a tendency when I'm sitting down to rest my hands right under my boobs
Fascinating way of putting it.
on my stomach. which has made many people make comments that like asking if I'm pregnant, but I'm not, obviously.
Fighting style.
I don't look very pregnant. It's just I'm chonky and I put my arms in that spot.
Blocking and quick hits.
That was when I was a bit chunkier, though.
In, like I do.
I haven't gotten those comments as much anymore.
Martial artist, perhaps.
Which is nice, because I have lost a bit of weight.
I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting.
Issue with the word monk.
I do not believe so.
Oh, really?
Father is not known for his restraint.
Professor Cassie Sodenthal.
Miss Crescent.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the librarian.
Did I get it right?
Crescent.
Chris? Professor.
I am not a professor.
I don't think I heard that entirely all the way through.
Crescent. Like the
Crescent,
moon, I believe.
For some
Correct.
reason, my ears are failing me right now.
It happens.
It does.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Crescent.
It is nice to meet you as well. Your fight was enjoyable. Unfortunately, I don't have enough
I
combat
enjoyed
knowledge
it.
to make commentary on it, but certainly interesting.
That's fine. Everyone can still enjoy the visual, can't they?
Hopefully.
Well, there's that. And, looking for who to watch out for on the battlefield.
Indeed.
Although,
That's a bit more of
we
where
are
I'm
both a bit...
centered.
Although we are both a bit brutish, there are various ways to counter us very effectively.
Indeed. If you're smart enough.
If you're smart. There's actually a cadet of ours that can do it without issue. I have to keep an eye out for her.
Interesting.
Yep, so we have a fair few.
I suppose
And
they
I
probably
think this is
keep you
gonna
on
be good
their
for both of our
toes
academies.
then.
They do. I'm a part of the disciplinary committee, and
You know,
I'm
that
always on my
explains a
toes.
lot.
It does? What does that explain?
Well, most particularly the comment of having to keep an eye out on someone.
I do. Do you ever get that tingling up your back when something's just, you get the feeling something stupid's happening?
Well, that comment is particularly funny because I am a divination. That's my... that is pretty much the only thing I can do.
Oh, so you know exactly when something stupid's happening.
Well, mostly. If it's related to books,
I was
almost
also
100%.
I was also warned not to mess with the books in the library.
Yes, I do know about them.
Then you probably saw it when I was warning my students as we were going through, don't mess with the books, as some of them started messing with the books.
Well, I did notice a particular amount of much more books moving around, but I can't exactly hear every conversation in the library. I just have an idea of where my books
squad
are.
is, aside from one person, my squad is particularly packed with troublemakers, so they didn't even get the chance to take it off the shelf.
I see. Well, thank you very much. I have already
You're
had
welcome.
our
Although
own
we'll need to
students
read some things.
do a few things to our books. And I don't want to see them again.
I've heard something about Cadet Zachary. They refused to say
Yes.
exactly what happened, though.
Perhaps it's for the best that you don't know, but we did lose a book.
You lost a book.
Indeed.
Uh-oh.
A
Was it
true
one of those
treasury.
very rare, irreplaceable kinds?
No. Those are kept much higher on the shelves than most students can feasibly reach.
Good. I feel for each of you professors here. Because I understand.
I'm sure you have your fair share of troubles as well. Thankfully, I am not
Too many.
a professor, so I am only jurisdicted to book-related problems. Unless, of course, someone seeks my counsel, but that is surprisingly unlikely,
Mhm.
considering.
Really? Why's that?
I assume likely because I don't come out of my hole enough. I normally only come out at night.
Oh, that would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then nowadays at night, they're all having to be over at, yeah, I understand that, curfew and all that.
I have had to change how I schedule myself a bit, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the sun don't exactly agree.
Do you burn easy or something?
I'm albino.
Or you just like nighttime? Oh, I understand.
White hair, pale eyes,
Mm-hmm.
pale everything else. Practically translucent.
Pale everything else. We have a few students like that back at our academy.
I see.
Mm-hmm. They like to go on little excursions into the cave systems for our NARC system.
NARC system?
That's our research division.
I see.
Yep, research and development. They go looking for things, whereas our core students, or in other words, our combat students, they go and defend them for the most part. Although each and every one of them are so capable in their own right. Just
I
what
do
they
believe
specialize in.
that is something that more happens as I think typically Crystal Thorn is the one sent out for research-related things or information gathering, and Vanguard or Gallant is the ones to defend them. Although considering
Okay,
the people in Crystal
so-
Thorn,
Interesting.
they do have their own defenses.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. Every good squad has a good mixture, don't they?
You would hope.
Well,
If
can
they
still make it their
don't,
own.
then they just have to adapt to their situation. That is where studying comes
Adaptation's
in.
key. Mm-hmm. Which is where you are extraordinarily helpful because you know about all the books.
Indeed. I know all the books, and I might be able to tell you if your lunch is going to be off tomorrow.
Ooh. Would you mind if I recommend some of my students come and visit you at the library at some point?
Feel free. Even if I'm not there.
All right. All right. I'll let them know. And if they see you, feel free to ask Miss Crescent. Is it Miss? What's the one that goes?
Technically,
Words are hard right now.
Technically, I classify myself as Miss, as I am not
Miss?
Professor. I've only taught
Mm-hmm. I got that part.
a class, and I do a few private lessons.
Okay. So Miss Crescent. Got it. I understand. Cassius will remember.
You know, that's like a lightning rod.
I did.
Which is a bit funny.
That's what I do. I was struck with inspiration.
Ah. Good. Keeping to
Oh, I'm
theming is very
remembering my
important.
old
If that isn't obvious.
But yeah, I will speak with my students, and if they see you, do not fear Miss Crescent. She is very willing to help.
You know, people were quite scared of me for a while. I think they still are.
Why?
I'm very mysterious.
Actually, no. No, I understand why. You actually remind me a lot of Vesta.
I don't know who that
You
is.
kind of carry yourself in the same way. Vesta Wicks. She's the other professor here.
I see.
Has a scar on her face, long blonde hair.
Afternoon, you two.
Take my patrol
She has very long blonde hair. I believe she's with Professor Berrien right now.
Ah, I've seen her. He's hoping we'll meet at some point.
You two carry yourselves a lot. You two carry yourselves a lot alike.
It's nice to have
So maybe
more
that's why I'm
teachers
just
around
used to
to converse with.
Anytime. More than happy to converse.
I admit I fell back
Well,
into old habits mostly because
Oh, you
of
did?
the lack of professors around.
Oh, really?
Initially, when I started, I was around all day.
Well, the kids cause trouble all day, too. Just like I think there's trouble about to happen over there with Cadet Esme sneaking up on Cadet Ryder.
Well, I'm sure that will go fine.
Or she's gonna play a prank of some kind.
That or the talking. Esme is a very...
Or the talking.
Esme eludes me. I still don't quite understand her.
I understand that a little bit. When she was putting her name into the fountain, when she's putting her name to the fountain, she held her hands out like this, and then just started patting it, and then started patting it faster, and then leaned in, and
She is a bit...
yeah, all she had to do was just keep her hand in.
She's a bit cat-like, that one.
Oh?
Just her general demeanor reminds me of a cat. When you think of it that way, suddenly her behavior makes much more sense.
I'll take a note of that, and see what I can see.
Like the standing behind someone in a bush to potentially converse with them. Seems like something
As
a
if
cat
they're
would
ready
do.
to pounce.
Indeed.
Cats
Dapping at
do that.
objects.
I would say I'm more of a dog person, but I think my mom would kill me.
Oh, is she like
She's a
cats? Oh. Of
Yeah.
wolven variety?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yep. Yeah. Orphan, adopted by her. And, well, it was a rough upbringing. Forced to run away from her every day. Eventually, my affinity kicked in and I began to run faster. And now I can just run that fast.
Well, I suppose it built you into what you
I
are
didn't
now.
like running. It did. It did. Apparently, Cadet Lila
Had a bit
is
of a
going to try helping
rough
me
upbringing
locate
myself.
her. Because she has a bit more connections with that community than I do. I haven't seen her in a while, so I'd like to.
I hope she
That is
finds her.
Professor Wicks. I hope so too. She's just over there. If you can see. Just across the way.
Vaguely. There's a lot of water. And my eyesight is not perfect.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, long blonde hair, not green. I think she actually has... No. The madam's hair is much longer.
Madam's hair is much longer. I am frightened of that woman's hair. How does she brush
actually
it
got
off?
quite... Okay.
I
She
thought
actually
mine
got
was
quite
bad.
scared of me when she learned I was lightning affinity. Because
Oh.
she said the last time it happened, she had to brush her hair for 5 hours
That makes sense.
to get it right.
Only 5 hours.
Because she... 5
I'm
hours because
actually
she said
surprised.
She had to be careful not to tear out a single hair.
I am genuinely surprised that it was only 5 hours, considering how long that woman's hair is. I thought mine was bad.
It is very long. Wait, how long does yours take?
I'm going to have you just look at the size of my bun and ask that question again. How long do you think it takes to put that up?
And you got a lot. And you have a lot more breeding going on. To put up or to comb out after getting hit by lightning?
I honestly think it would probably take me 5 hours as well. But I think I would be much slower than her. If I had her amount of hair, it would probably take me 16.
Ooh. But to put up, let's see, I haven't had that much hair. This is the longest it's actually grown. I think maybe 30 minutes to an hour.
That's about right, actually.
Hey, you got it.
Really quick.
Okay.
Everything going all right?
Yes, I'm merely being asked to communicate.
You missed it!
You did.
Odie!
You missed him fight. But
I
besides
had
the point, I'm here to
paperwork.
communicate what we had in the meeting.
I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, look, the paperwork that I got left over from yesterday,
Wait.
you just piled over to today.
Wait, does that thank you?
I will see.
It's thank you! Oh, I love thank you.
You fight soon. Alright. Well, I already know how you fight, you know? So it's like, eh.
You know
But at the
exactly
same
how I
time-
fight, except that, man, we can go toe to toe.
It was a very equal fight.
You missed an actual fight, Odie.
He took off the
I haven't
gloves.
had one of these in a long time.
Yeah, he took off the gloves.
The gloves came off, and he stood in it.
We're missing the point. Professors.
What?
I'm trying to communicate what I just had in the meeting to you all. If you all don't mind,
okay.
I do not miss
Fine,
to
I'll be responsible.
pull him away for you for the moment. You can fangirl about your
We'll talk
fight
about it in a minute.
here in just a moment. Trying to do something so we're all in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. We just had that meeting was about a project for all the students to do to present a public piece or something of some sort. I already have the students going and finding others to collaborate and work on ideas for, to put out as a good public representation of all of us.
Okay.
There we go. Wonderful. Therein had
Sounds
asked we
good.
all work with our students as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. So, like, what kind of presentation is this?
Art, poster, music, play, whatever. Whatever the students come up with.
Oh, by the way,
Right,
Anything artistic.
Vesta,
Yes.
have you met Miss Crescent?
Oh,
I have not.
I haven't.
Yoga.
This is ooh.
I haven't met most of them yet.
Mm. Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
I am Professor Selene Idrar, air professor. I do also music, archery, other things like that. I obviously have wings. That's not a normal thing.
I wasn't going to
I can't
point it
fly.
out, but they are there. They're very pretty.
He really likes to point it out. I know it took.
I got these for a reason, man.
I know.
You want to bejewel them out? Let me know.
I am Vesta Wicks, the fire professor. I do many things.
Professor Odysseus Murphy, Professor of Water, Swordplay, and Maritime History. Pleasure.
And a poet,
Hello,
apparently.
Ooh.
Storyteller.
As well. Yeah, I write stories as well.
Perhaps we'll get along then.
Lenneth, earlier, he was going through his mace training. He was very lackluster. His mace swing was...
That's it.
That
So
little
his
shit.
two-hand swing was...
That little shit. I'll go find
Oh.
him.
He's
So,
over there.
okay, so was that...
Who are you looking for?
Was okay.
Mr.
First off,
Monomile.
question: was that with
well then he's not there.
his normal weapon?
He's a...
Ah, Zachary. It's the weight. It was weird to him. He already mentioned
well,
it to me.
Professor Albrecht and I will be overseeing special training for you and Lila here in the near future.
Thank you.
Oh,
It is
I'm
nice to
actually
meet
going
you.
in the evening
My
to
name is
spar
Miss
with
Crescent.
Victor if you wish to be present. I need a teacher down there anyway.
Perhaps. What are you up to? We will be seeking you out to ensure that everything
Up to no
goes
good.
as needed and
Well, then get down to
No. You don't get away
Will
saying
you,
you're up to no
will you
good.
be around then, or 'cause I need a professor to watch unless you're not? Okay, all right.
He's starting trouble up in the neighborhood.
Remember.
What does he need?
So needy. Professor to oversee a duel this evening, apparently.
when I do something bad.
I can't say if I'll be awake or not. My sleep schedule is all over the place these days with these new cadets on campus.
I would say about the same. I don't know how long I'll be around myself.
So many patrols to do. Making sure nobody does anything stupid.
That is the hard
Passing
part, isn't
Joseph.
it? He
Perhaps I
gets.
should go rescue them. No.
I think you should. He gets harassed far too often. Hmm.
Professor, have you seen Professor Berrien?
The last time I saw him, he was heading into a meeting. So the only place I can think of is the teacher's office, but I wouldn't recommend going as he might still be in a meeting.
Alright.
You might ask, the blonde-haired teacher. I just heard her name and yet I can't remember it. She was in a meeting with him, so she might know where he is.
Oh, okay.
We've gone down a tier. Not that one. The one from GMA.
Oh, okay. Oh gosh, I don't know any of their names.
That's the problem. I'm learning them. Mm-hmm.
They usually hang out, don't they? That one and the... I don't even know that one's name. We've never spoken either. Fuck.
Where's the Wix?
I just need to relay this one message. And then I can
There she is. Oh no! They left.
My name...
That's where she was. Batman.
That speciesist.
Come on.
Joseph is
Joseph is Maurice Joko, musician. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Failed
Professor
soldier.
Cassius. You saw me
Victor
fight.
would get very cross if he heard you
I did.
introducing yourself as Batman.
True. Fuck. I'll have to keep that in mind.
I have to prevent myself from giggling.
Librarian Professor Crescent.
Yes.
Librarian Crescent, then. Have you seen Cadet? It starts with an I, and she's in General Squad. Izanami?
Izanami. The last time I saw her, she was in the Colosseum watching the fight. I do not believe she is there anymore.
That was so long ago.
I have.
All right, thank you.
That is the best information I can give you, I'm afraid.
Casper.
Casper?
Thank you.
I do look like a ghost, so I'll give you that one. At least he thinks I'm friendly. Who's Batman?
I'm Batman.
I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah. Yes, I can. Oh my god. Dear God in Sweden, Chris. I'm a big shot, not a big shit. Ah, my vocabulary since I got out of school has basically just gone downhill. Because of TikTok, Vine, not being in an English class. Oh, she's certainly a fast one. Oh, then again, perhaps I am just unbearably slow. Couldn't keep up with these students or teachers if my life depended on it. Yeah, let's fucking give Crescent a skateboard. That'd be pog.
Sparring match. So if there's dirt in my armor, my apologies.
You get a pass. I'm just looking out. I'm looking out for the officer who just kind of hadn't cleaned his armor in weeks.
I actually taught him how to cast prestidigitation last night. Took him the whole night to learn the spell.
My God, Miss Crescent.
Professor?
Still not a professor, but it's nice to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I probably should just accept professor as it's easier, but I feel wrong calling myself one.
So
Well, I'm part of
easily
staff. There's not necessarily different outfits. I suppose I could wear something more
That is true.
vague like Minerva, but I just feel like I should be on uniform.
I mean, I think it's the right balance, to be honest. You're kind of off and on at the same time.
A bit.
Looks pretty good.
Thank you. I think the blue looks nice on you.
Anywho. Oh, I thank you.
Well, to which title do you wish for me to refer you next time? So that
Just
I will keep
Miss
that
is
in mind?
alright.
Miss Crescent? Very well, I will
It's
keep
not
that in
It's
mind.
not a buckler. It's not a fucking buckler. I don't care how many times you try to pitch it as such. It's not a buckler. There's a two-handed shield. The round shield. It's too large to be a buckler. Do you understand?
What?
Tell that the requisitions.
Requisitions is wrong. Why can't we fix that?
We've sent them a note.
I can't. I have to find someone.
One of our pieces of equipment.
He's
that
referred
has
to as a buckler,
been-
but is actually a round shield.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but it is
It
funny to
was
see him go
amusing.
a little bit wild.
He is rather triggered by it.
He is very upset by it.
Not to mention some of the guards who were talking about it in front of him were
Oh no.
very adamant at making fun of him about it.
I see. How has your day been, by the way?
Well, kind of
Success with your
jokes.
patrols?
Oh, well, it has been successful. There has been nothing of note to mention. I do notice that more and more students seem to be hanging around the tree up front.
The
And,
tree?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. Yes.
Well,
has
it
been
is
part of
a
our patrols recently.
relaxing spot. Perhaps that's all it is.
Indeed. This morning, one of the students was actually singing at the tree.
I see.
Quite relaxing, actually. But
I
had
suppose
to
it's
finish
nice
my patrol, so I didn't stick around. Other than that, it was amusing watching the two professors spar.
Very
And, thankfully,
interesting.
no one was hurt. Well, miss, I will proceed into the arena and make sure no one is hurt.
I will follow you in, though, for very different reasons.
Oh, of course.
Just
After
curious
you
to
then,
see how
miss.
it's going.
Ah, rather busy.
Looks like it.
Hi, Professor. How are
Lila,
you doing?
I'm doing well. Obviously up a bit earlier than normal.
Mm. What's the occasion?
Thought I should get friendly with the new teachers and students.
Wait. Sorry, I thought they were dueling.
Andy?
They were doing something. Not quite sure what.
That's incident I told you about.
I think Cortez is testing his teleport ability.
Oh. And Augusta?
Which incident was it? Remind me.
Augusta's tired because she had to run 3 laps.
Oh. What did she do?
She apparently couldn't explain what getting palpitated meant to the guard captain. So the guard captain
I
had
see.
her run laps, and I just ran. The
That's a good one.
What's up?
Oh, hello, Professor Half Moon.
Why are you just breathing in my face?
Come here.
Joseph?
Oh.
You know how much time I spend in your library? Professor Albrecht just had me reorganizing books by hand for like months.
I still don't understand
all the books that
why
the students
he's
take down.
doing that.
I don't know.
I can do that
He
myself.
makes
I can
all the
do
ones
that magically. You know that, right?
automatically. Exactly, I know. That's what I
Not
said.
like
He
it's not
literally has to go to
necessarily.
the pile.
It's not necessarily automatically. It
yeah, but you
does
just go,
take time, but it's just
and it goes up and
whoosh.
in. He has me manually climb the bookshelf to slot it back into its spot.
Well, do know that I did not give him. I did not tell him to do that.
The fuck?
I'm very sorry.
The old man needs to be talked to about this. We can't let him get away with it forever. It's unfair. It's unjust, especially for someone like me. I'm not fit for climbing bookshelves.
No, you don't have as much of an like. Maybe someone like Cassius, like
Say
upper
it to my
body.
face,
Upper body.
Hmm.
You're more
Yeah, is that what you
well-rounded.
think? You think I'm weak? Oh, well-rounded now.
That reason.
Crescent, I would never. Listen, I may be double caked up on a Sunday, but this is getting out of hand.
I never said you were caked up on a Sunday afternoon.
Who said anything about afternoon? I'm caked up all day.
Oh my God, Joseph.
Hey, Librarian Crescent, look.
My,
This is the move that made LeBron cry.
my God. Who is LeBron?
A great sorcerer.
God.
I'm surprised you never heard of him.
Oh, I'll look him up.
Given that she's never heard of the ancient sorcerer... Go ahead, do your bit.
Bit. That's if I was talking about the great magician Ricard, but I'm not. Remember Pickle Ricard? It's an old story. I don't feel like going through it.
God, you know, if you're gonna keep talking about old stories, you might even reveal the secrets of the ancient... What was it? God, I can't even remember the note. The ancient Applebodiums. With the artifact, the boots with the fur. It's an ancient... This artifact has a known effect where if you gaze your eyes upon the boots, you are unable to stop yourself from getting lower and lower and lower until you eventually are smushed against the ground. The curse, very, very dangerous. The Applebodiums were very protective of their objects.
I see. I'll have to. Perhaps you can give me a report on that. I'll put it in a book of cursed objects.
In the official books.
The
Of
official
course,
book of
the ancient
cursed objects.
Applebodiums, boots with the fur. Right, there was no formal name given, but based off their visuals, of course, they are a pair of Well,
Boots
one could
with
say
the
they're
fur.
almost Reeboks with the straps, but I feel
Oh.
they're more generalized as boots. They're fuzzy at the top. You do know what I'm talking about, do you not?
Yes,
You're
I
very
do.
well versed in history.
Indeed.
The apple bottoms were a very unfortunate, tragic case. Now, after they all had their eyes on, well, the female in question wearing them, it was over from there.
It all went downhill.
It's unfortunate. Luckily, it was all covered up by General Shaw T. Jonathan Terrace, of course.
Very important historians. Were it not for
Very
people
important
like him, we would not have these stories. It would fade off
Exactly.
into
If Shaw
existence.
T did not tell us, well, we'd all be getting down low. We couldn't
Indeed.
have that.
Explain what it is before you.
Too low.
Too low. Too soon. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go show my cake to the Cross-Allied Forces guards. They're
I
gonna be my
see.
co-workers soon enough.
Well, I wish you luck. Drop it down.
What's up, my dudes?
Miss.
Cadet Hannah?
Miss. Crescent, sorry.
You were
How are you
right.
today? You know, that's a question, that I'm not sure I have the answer to today.
Oh, a
But
loaded
I'm
one, I
okay.
see.
Yes. But
Well, I won't
I'm
stop
alright.
you from your training.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, maybe I'll use the range instead.
Drop it down! Shawthorne Tumble. Shaw T. You know, she's just trying to support just trying to support the cadets. Just trying to support all my cadets, alright? All my students.
Nice fight, Professor.
Just really ran for it, didn't he?
Yes.
I will never understand how every single person in this school is exceptionally fast.
I don't know.
Agreed. It's hard to keep up.
It takes me...
My legs go bare.
They do. Legs go absolutely bare.
Everyone seems to be always in a hurry as well.
Oh, I believe we haven't met. Are you a professor here as well?
I am a member of staff, at least. I run the library.
Oh, well, a place that you'll most likely be finding me then. Yeah.
I
Well,
should
nice
hope
to meet
so.
you. Val, I'll do.
It is nice to meet you. My name is Miss Crescent.
I believe they brought your name up when we were into the library.
That's good, at least.
You.
Well, do let me know if you need me for anything. Any specialty books while
Thank
you're
you, I
here?
appreciate it.
What is this?
Probably not anything specialty, but possibly I might need help with the project that I'm working on for their whatever they're having me do. More so of obviously the library. I probably might need some more ink because I'll be doing a lot of sketches for things to
Of course.
for a design of a statue. So
I can get you some. Do you need any of a particular color or just black ink?
I use back at my place. I do prefer midnight blue, but if you don't have it, black would be fine.
Oh, imagine me having more than one color. I can get you midnight blue. I might even have some around. I'll be back. If I don't find you, just find me at some point
I'll
throughout
be
the
here.
day. All right.
Okay.
You get the joke, I think.
Midnight blue.
Crescent. Librarian Crescent. If one were to have the juiciest cheeks you've ever seen, would they or would they not be detected easier by guards?
They would be detected easier by guards, as they would be alerted by the clap.
Oh, the clap.
This is simple study. Simple study. I'm disappointed in you, Joseph. You need to do more intelligence work.
Wait, this is a real question. Come back. That's a great question. Can you cast a silent spell on your ass?
I would, but you can cast a silence spell on yourself, so yes. I would hope that yourself includes your own ass, Joseph.
This is tainted, though. You know? This is tainted. Yeah. What would it be more potent?
What are you gonna cast?
If you were to
radiate out?
No.
I don't.
If you were to.
I
That's not
don't.
what I meant. If you,
I don't know, Joseph.
if you were to localize it straight to the cheeks, would it be more effective because you'd be using less of your mana?
Yes, I suppose it would. I have to get something for a student, Joseph. I wish you the best of luck with your with your silence spell. My God. Would that silence your farts? Yes, I think it would. Absolutely. Yes, we're just going. This. Why? I have a question for God. Why? 20 feet! That'll cover your whole ass. Nice. Nice. I won't cover your mom's ass. Got him. Look at me, Dad. You said. This is too fat. Crescent.
Hello.
You are more bird-like than I once thought. Comfortable up there?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing things like this for just about the entirety of my life.
Well, I'm glad.
Even without the wings. And like I said, I got the wings for a reason. Unfortunately, they don't work properly.
Well, here's hoping at some point you'll get them to work.
Yep. One of these days.
Perhaps I'll just take some built muscle memory, as it were. Physical therapy, maybe.
Maybe. I've tried a bit. I've had them for some time now, so I'm more or less used to using them.
Flight is a bit more complicated, though. It might be.
Yeah.
Unless your bones are hollow. That is how most birds are capable of flight. Perhaps your bones are too dense.
Probably.
Though no denser than anyone else of your kind.
I mean, yeah.
Humanoids are not.
I am also quite tall, so that probably also adds to my weight in general, even for an elf.
And it takes away from your aerodynamics. Smaller forms, a bit more aerodynamic. Well, just don't go jumping off anything.
Oh, I'm fine.
You know, just general suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, I more or less know what I'm doing, so.
I would hope so.
And
I expect
the
nothing
wind didn't
less.
let me glide.
Oh! See, that is an additive. That makes sense.
Yeah, that it certainly does help.
I'm glad. You know, I'm not capable of anything like that. Anyhow, I need to get this to one of your students before they run away.
No, make like the wind and leaf.
Indeed. Oh, I suppose that's more of a tree. No, she's cute. I'll let it be. You up all, eat you whole. I know what song she's singing. At least I'm pretty sure. A Witcher. It's a Witcher song by the Witcher. Witcher. I wish I could sing. I'm not allowed to anymore. I like singing. I'm bad at it, but I like it. I want to sing shanties. I don't know that many shanties. Covers are fine. They're fine for live, but they're not fine necessarily for video on Twitch.
Heat. But the flavor is the apple and the cinnamon.
That's the
So
problem,
it's gonna be
Mandy.
spicy.
Cookies.
Insightful.
It is an uneventful day.
It's hard for me to like anybody, to be honest.
I see.
But
Have you seen Professor Albrecht?
not.
I have
Oh,
not.
hello.
He's a tricky one to find. It's more likely
Well,
that he
usually I
will
just
find you.
spout out Academy secrets and he pops
Well,
up.
unfortunately, you can't do that in this case. Midnight Blue.
Academy Secrets? Thank you. I appreciate it.
He is merely joking.
Anyway.
Oh! Joseph Asmodeus Joko. Funny.
I'm just gonna pick you up
Ironic.
and carry you.
Just pick me up and be like, ho.
Of course.
And be like, why is that large man wielding the blonde girl as a shield? Be like, we don't ask. We've gotten point of questions.
You're good.
I'm just kicking and screaming. Thank you. Just take off my hair, like loop it like a lasso.
You ever thought about like tying a
Hello.
mace head to the bottom of that?
I mean, I have the red parts of my hair. Hello, Shantara. The red parts of my hair are actually like extensions. So I cut my own hair when it gets long. I dye it so it's always that color, and then I like put it in. So I keep my hair like thinner because I'm putting in my own hair in there to keep it there. But I have used my hair to tie people up in professional interrogation situations, and like weapons.
Huh.
Interesting.
Innovative.
I'm impressed.
Human hair has technically been used for multiple types of projects, fabrics, I forget the correct word. Agricultural.
Yeah.
things.
Even normal human hair is very surprisingly strong when you can weave it properly. Mine's a bit stronger in general, but if you treat it with the right products, it becomes even better.
Strong hair is always a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
I feel
There's lots of
outclassed.
things regular hair can do that are awesome. You can grow it out.
I don't think it would suit me nearly as much.
Just put like one
don't
of those
think so.
peekaboo ponytails in the back and call it
I
like
don't think you
know
want to be
your.
mistaken for the dark teacher.
What do
That
what,
was
what,
I do
huh?
not. No. We do not need that. We don't need that. Oh, plus, imagine what would happen when I activate my lightning.
Just go
I'd be
full
spending
static.
No, that's the verdict. No, we're not trying.
It might
it.
stand
Look at it
straight
this
up.
way:
I
you'll
don't
never
wanna
have to
deal with
use
that.
hair gel.
I've seen
I
that
think he already
happen.
puts
I've
as much
seen-
effort putting it back like that than he does if he had put hair gel.
Just enough work to make it not like you did any work at all.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, the slightly messy. The
That
slightly
vibe.
messy. You do what you can, okay?
You and Carver
don't get
sound
combs
more
on the
alike the
battlefield.
more that I hear about you.
Don't insult him like that. I'm kidding.
What? She's a lovely person. I'm not.
No, Carver. I said don't insult him like that when she compared you
Oh.
to Carver. It was a joke.
Wait, that's an
Carver is
insult?
perfectly
Wait.
lovely.
That's why it's a joke.
He's-
That's a joke.
He's joked on, but he's perfectly lovely as a professor.
Exactly. He's the type of person you can banter back and forth with. He's got a really good sense of humor.
Mhm. Yeah, we were in the left office the other night, and we were having a chat there at night, just professor's night.
Mhm.
Yeah. Was that a hallucination? Is it?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
actually still there?
I was not
I don't
informed.
know either. Okay.
It's there.
I believe it is.
It is there. Oh.
The hole in
All
the
you
wall.
had to
Yes,
say.
we
All you
know.
had to say was Carver was there. I'm like, I understand the assignment.
His
Yes, he had,
rifle went off in the office.
I was told.
Yes, it scared and
We were.
Wouldn't be the first time something went off without being told.
What does that pertain to?
What?
Madam.
Well, people fire all the time without being told they have permission to.
Okay.
Look at how many people just run off to the training range without a supervisor.
I mean, she's
I
not
mean,
wrong.
could that Joseph
You're
did
not
go
wrong.
and grab a rifle and was running around with it?
He does, I believe,
Why what
they're
did you
his
think
own
I meant?
patrols. I surely meant nothing. I am merely
Of course.
not advised in
course.
combat,
Where was your
madame.
mind?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly, I understand.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a competition later. We're not telling you what it is, but we're gonna have a competition later.
I'll get him prepped for it.
Good.
Dear
Prepped.
gods.
Odie, come over here real quick.
By the goddess, what do you all do?
It's nothing horrible.
I haven't the slightest clue.
Competitions with those two tend to get a bit far, so forgive my reaction.
How have you been adjusting to the daylight?
I am still ghost-like and constantly fearing of sunburn, so as well as I can be.
The joys of well, I guess I do get to sleep. I do get to rest, but the joys of having to stay up all night to organize things that need to be organized when kids go to or cadets go to bed.
I was referring more
Lots
to
of
my
import-
albinism, but yeah.
Bit of
Speaking
both is what I thought. Yes. Would you, if I were to get, I've been meaning to get the cadets to some of them to practice making more things. I was thinking of getting the materials to make like nice fabrics, like not like expensive fabrics, but quality fabrics for an affordable price to make sun umbrellas. They can like our ice users could that is the word. Thank you. Yes.
A two-handed sword.
I mean, if they're willing to do projects, I suppose so, though I think that is more Bargis's typical mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was talking to like Misty and Rex came up with the idea of the students just to make the parts. I'm like, that would be awesome. We could get like talk to Vargas, and I can get the materials from Concordia for the actual cloth, because they have, I got some there before when I went on an errand for the headmistress to pick up parts. So I figured making some paracels would be a really good idea.
I suppose that could give them something to do. I do believe the crafters have been woefully had nothing to do. I could not think
Underutilized?
of underutilized.
Yes.
That's a better one. My mind is a little bit slower in the daytime.
That's understandable. My mind's slow most days recently. It's as fast as how little, if the less paperwork I had to do at night, the faster I am the next day.
Lev, I didn't think this place could handle that.
Just getting pings
Hello, Cadet
constantly
Ashley.
in my mind. So many people around.
Well, that's good though. Ping away. Prime pings.
Well, unfortunately, most of them are pertaining to weather, lunch, dinner.
Oh.
Nothing important.
Hello, Cadet.
Oh, that one of them should probably wear a particular type of shoe on Wednesdays.
Oh, the staff?
Oh my.
Oh.
Good luck.
Here, I can.
Shut up! Don't make it that.
She's at it again.
Are you okay, cadets?
What does it do? What's it do? What's it do?
Alright, we're meeting in a relaxation.
She's admiring the god's staff.
Hello, Nye. That's it. Everyone's made it.
She always has
I
eye for
was
handiwork.
quoting the direct interaction.
Hi.
It's alright, Lenny.
She did make it really weird.
Garg makes such nice models. I always love Gargoyle's models.
It is an amusing
He's so nice.
Yeah, the way the magic is.
Oh, I realize you don't have the context. The comment I made before, I specialize in divination magic. That's what I meant by that.
That is quite alright.
Still
I
getting used to the new people around.
Thinking about picking up and learning the mana rifle. I was not very good at range
I could only imagine.
in school, but I think it might be.
Of the teachers, I'm
Just being around her makes me happy. 'Cause she's my favorite color, and the constellations. This just makes me happy. This vibe is my happy place.
The least social of all of the teachers here, so it takes me time.
Understood.
Good point.
I'm excited.
Give me a roll, actually.
I'm so concerned as to what the
We'll
fuck
see how much longer it lasts. 10. Alright, we got a little bit longer until it goes to almost.
To think very hard.
Oh? Oh god.
What does that mean?
My hope for you all dwindles and dwindles every day.
He is going to practice some of his literary skills.
I see.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I have a lot of energy. I'm running a lot.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say.
I shouldn't have given him the candy and the cookie.
No, I think he's more still hooked up on adrenaline from his fight.
It was a
makes
good
sense.
fight.
He did seem a bit charged.
Yes, but that is normal for him.
I appreciate you.
Hello.
Peekaboo.
Okay.
Hello, Gavin. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm trying to think of how to just ask, but I had a question for you, ma'am.
What is your question, cadet?
One of your cadets, told me about your fighting style.
Yes, I use a Sword and shield.
I was interested to see how you combat opponents. I'm trying to learn different methods of using sword and shield or sword and, well, a single-handed weapon.
Understood.
And I've practiced with Professor Barbarian.
Yes, I have seen he's a bit more on the defensive. I'm a bit more aggressive with my approach.
Mm-hmm. I've been told to learn the more aggressive stance.
Could I jam you?
Well, of course, I am willing to teach. As I told the other cadet who had asked to learn, just make sure you discuss with your teacher.
Will do.
Whoever that may be.
Yeah, run it past them first.
Our squad currently doesn't have a teacher in charge of us.
Then it might be good to ask your headmistress.
I was going to suggest you have been learning from.
I'll ask Barian since he's been my teacher in spells and combat arts recently.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to at least come forward and ask.
Of course. Perfectly fine, cadet. I'm willing to teach anyone who is willing to learn.
Well, that's what I view this opportunity of having another school here as an opportunity to learn from people that I don't usually get to meet. So.
That's the fun part. But some cadets can participate in that. Hopefully.
True. Everyone seems to be taking the visitation
Yes, I am quite aware.
differently.
Yes, it's been enlightening. But go discuss with your professor. I will be willing whenever you wish to do so.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I will let him know and hear what his thoughts are.
Understood.
Thank you. And you have yourself a good day.
Goblin.
Thanks,
Thanks,
you as well,
Gavin.
cadet.
Feel goblin-y.
Why does Val have a scroll?
I don't know. He's been carrying it around. Oh,
He's
you
working
draw
on the
schematics.
projects.
Yes, for the statue.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Cool.
What kind of statue?
Anything else? It's
No,
a project
just
they want me to work
curious.
on. It's more
Well,
so of
for you and your fellow cadets to work on.
yeah. That's funny. But they want us to work on things to represent, to basically bring up the morale and funding to support
That thing.
CAF.
Right.
Yes, I informed you.
That thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm working on a project for it.
Wonderful.
Good.
No, you may continue on, cadet. Do not let us keep you.
Yep.
How many weapons has he trained today?
I don't know. He's one.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, Levius has used about. That's 3 weapons I've seen alone.
He is merely broadening his horizons. I do not see it as a bad thing.
Oh, by the way, did I do enough?
Enough what?
Kicking his can.
See, I don't
Carver over
spar, so I don't know. If I can't kill them right away, I don't spar. I can't spar. I can't not try and kill. I can't spar. If someone comes at me in my face, I'm slicing their eyes open with my nails. If they come up from behind, I'm grabbing them from behind and smacking their ears until their eardrums bleed. If they come at me, I'm punching them in the throat. I can't not go for the kill. So I don't spar.
This
I
is
can't
why
not sp-
I
I can't-
try not to fight women.
Listen, there's this great.
It's just
I
why
won't.
you scare me.
I won't hit here. Come here. I'm not gonna
God
hurt you. I'm not gonna touch you.
blessed us with such wonderful things to
Right,
teach us
right here,
restraint.
right here on the side between your neck, right here. That's the brachial plexus. If you hit someone there in the brachial plexus zone, stun, ow, ow.
Stun, ow, ow. I'll remember
So-
that.
Goddesses and
It's a
gods
medical
have blessed
designation.
women with many
So like
things
right
to teach us restraint.
What can I do? I mean that kind of just
why-
really kind of
that's
sums
why
up your
I'm
fighting style,
I'm
doesn't
an
it? Stun,
administrative
out.
assistant. I'm not a combat
Stun,
instructor.
yeah, stun, ow, ow.
Of course.
I don't spar. I just kill. I can't spar. My brain doesn't. It can't.
Yes, cadet.
It doesn't practice it efficient.
Are you just watching, or do you?
Yes,
need
that's why I'm
assistance with
only an
anything?
administrative assistant. I don't do anything for combat.
All of a sudden, I'm just gaining motivation.
Just walk.
Are you alright, Cadet?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yep. That's why I don't do combat or instruction. I just stick to my paperwork.
Ah, understood.
Yeah, the part where you said you use your nails to slash someone's eyes open, it's like, okay.
Yeah, do you know how fragile the eyeball is?
Let's not.
Yes.
You know, there's a level of detail. You take the detail
Oh,
down.
I'm
a
not
bit.
going into detail. I'm just asking if you know how
Yes,
how
I think
fragile
some of
they
us
are.
quite aware. I'm sure Odie definitely is.
That's why I don't do sparring and I don't do training for cadets.
Of course.
Especially back when we were at the academy.
Good to see you, Crescent.
Good to see you as well.
When you're supposed to go behind enemy lines and things and take
Always a
them out
treat to
quickly
see
and
you out and
quietly,
about.
you don't really.
It isn't very often.
Yes.
Is he punching with weights
Yeah.
now? Okay,
Flavius, you do
keep at
realize
it.
It's a fantastic way to not hit your target. Fist is behind the actual weight itself.
Yes, just going through the motions. Kind of
Understood.
exercising without actually punching.
Curious way of doing it. Cassius, is that something that you have taught him?
That's something he picked up on his own, but we've seen through his own sparring that it's become very effective.
It is what you're doing.
Curious.
No.
Hasn't.
Perhaps you should look into getting armbands.
Once you're not wearing those.
Yeah, weighted armbands, magical weights. We use those quite a bit.
I think I'm going to take a walk for a moment. So I'll be back
Of
shortly.
course.
Okay.
See you later.
And I do believe now is the point that I have run out of time.
Oh.
Well, I can feel my back
Until
trying
next
to
time.
fold in on itself.
Oh.
Unless anyone needs me for something. I'll be heading back to the library.
Are you okay, Ida?
Yes, ma'am.
Should be fine. Nice talking with you, Miss
Do you need
Crescent.
something?
Ma'am, yes. When you return to your office, can you read this inquiry?
Of course. I'll get back to you on it as soon as possible. How bad is it? I really need to stock up. Especially with more people around. Particularly from the CAF. Well, working with them. Don't know how well I can trust these ones. Nor how bad my eyes have gotten. Should really get a pocket mirror. Might actually check if she left something for me in my DMs. No.
Because that, in general, that is some advanced magic. And I'm fairly certain you're just not going to learn that. Probably, at least here. That is true. Yes, the way it'd be like a rudimentary concept.
So now's the point? Well, she doesn't disappear. She casts a spell. And then disappears. I'm sure that Neko will message me about it. My back does actually really hurt, but that was just convenient timing. And Crescent also has back pain. Ow. This is about the time where when I was planning on heading over to PL. We had some good conversations today, though. It was a good time. I stretch. Ow. Ow. Popped my back. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, good RP today. Good RP. We're gonna go to PL for a bit. Maybe if we have the energy, we'll come back to AA in a little while. But I think we're probably gonna go PL and end it for tonight.